Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous day filled of love and wonder and magic. And if you're having a shitty day, I hope that by the end of it, you can find some little crumb of love, wonder, and magic in it. I just wanted to take a minute to make a video to talk with you all about a course that just dropped on my website. That is a collaboration between me and Verone that I am so excited about. Now, you may know who Verone is through the sort of True Sidereal community, or you might recognize her and her name from some of my previous episodes of Cosmic Wizard Show. I've had her on a couple times to talk about Sag season, and once before that was, I can't remember the astrological timing of it, but we mostly just talked about magic and being the magic and holding that portal within ourselves. Verone is an acupuncture practitioner. She is filled with oracular wisdom. She is a channel. She is a badass witch. And I am so excited to be working with her to create this magical experience that you are all invited to embark upon. What is it? Enter the bad. It is a journey into the darkness in the place on the earth that me and Verone exist. As we move into this time, it is the beginning of fall, getting us ready to sort of dive into the dark half of the year. And this experience will take place between the gates of autumn equinox and winter solstice. Now, this is just going to be a really special experience, and it is for folks who are being called back to themselves. I think that it goes without saying that we've all been there before, situations where we give parts of ourselves away. It starts small. Maybe it's saying yes when we mean no. Maybe it's people pleasing. Maybe it's saying no when we mean yes. Maybe it is when you have a new, fresh relationship and everything is wonderful and you just want to be loved. So you start to set parts of yourself aside in order to make more room for another person, right? Sometimes we do it because we want to help, because we see that those around us are having trouble holding everything that they need to hold. So we start to pick things up, you know? And it starts out of the goodness of our heart, but it becomes very, very heavy to keep holding. And suddenly we look around at our lives and it's happened slowly in teeny, teeny increments, like the lobster in the pot. Put it in the cold water first, and then it doesn't realize how hot it's getting until it's too late. Sometimes that's how these things go. We look around at our life and we're like, holy shit, what happened? Suddenly you don't recognize it. Suddenly you look in the mirror and you don't necessarily recognize yourself. Or what you see, you have a hard time loving. You have a hard time connecting to because it doesn't even feel like you, you know? And so for all of you who feel like this is a call back to yourself. This is a 13-week journey where we are going to dive deeply into the darkness to let go of everything it is that you don't want to hold anymore. Everything that isn't actually yours to hold anymore. Anything that you picked up that is just like no longer serving you. If you see, if you think about your dreams and what you want to have in life and it just feels like it's impossible, it's time to clear away some of those cobwebs. time to put some stuff down. It's time to say goodbye to some stuff that is standing in the way of you experiencing what life has to offer, right? Because here's the thing that sparks our joy, that gets us super duper excited, and it might even feel, in this day and age, it might feel silly, to just want to do stuff that makes us happy, but it's that stuff that like really turns us on, that gets us really excited, that is the guideposts to like the kind of experiences that we're here on earth to have, right? So if you're having trouble accessing that joy, if you're having trouble like feeling like you can make dreams your reality, if you just need some space to decompress, to connect back to yourself, to feel your own magic again, this is the program for you. The vibe is, I'm sort of feeling like like sleepovers in junior high where everyone gets together and like whispers their secrets to each other and does seances and gets like kind of weird in the dark. That's kind of what I'm feeling like the vibe is going. We're going to be moving through the journey that the sun is during these times, right? So first, the sun moves through the constellation of Virgo. During Virgo time, it's time for discernment. It's time for purification. It is time for a little bit of judgment, looking around, taking stock, and like very logically deciding, what stays, what goes, this sort of thing. And this is going to be a fairly long period. Virgo is one of the largest constellations. And it works into that mythology of it's the beginning of the descent into darkness, right? We're going to be just entering the cave. And the idea here is as we go into our cave, we're going to become much deeper in touch with our own personal temple, right? You're going to dive into that cave and find your hidden treasure. You're going to polish it off. You're going to bring it back. As we move through Libra season, we're going to be sort of looking at karma a little bit, clearing old stuff, clearing old cycles that no longer serve us, and really waking up to what it is that this lifetime is of us. Even if that's just like the yearning in your heart, these are little signposts that will lead you to where you want to go, to what you are here to experience, And the thing about Libra energy is it's connected to the goddess Mat, who weighed the hearts of the dead against a feather to basically decide, like, was their heart true? Was it good? Was it pure? Did you do right? At the end of the day, we're all gonna die, folks. At the end of the day, are you gonna be happy with this life that you've lived? And that's the sort of like iron fist in the velvet glove of Libra, is that there is it's not just the balance of do things feel harmonious, it's the balance of what you have done with your life too. And so then we're going to move into what, once we're illuminated to the idea of, what it is that needs to happen. What do you got to do? What do you got to do to make it so that when your heart is weighed, you have no regrets, And in order to do those things, you got to let go. You got to let go of something. And in Scorpio, this is where we let things die. This is where we put things to death. And importantly, this is also where we allow the process of grief to move through us because we can say goodbye to things, but there's a reason why you hold on to things for so long. It's not ever just all bad, right? There's good things that it brings you. There's comforts that it brings you, right? So there'll probably be a grieving process, and in Scorpio, we honor this, right? And then we move through into Ophiuchus season, which is going to really be about building and holding that energy within us. This is where the real rebirth happens, right? And Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, the snake, this serpent energy is universal life force energy that is found within us, right? So in this portion, we're going to be building this energy up and getting ready to really step through the portal and into this new energy that we want to hold in our lives, right? It's going to be super fun exploration. Ophiuchus is what makes 13 sign astrology. What's the word? Cool is the word that's coming to my head. That's not really the word I'm trying to think of, though. But it is what sets it apart, Personally, I think that the fact that we use the actual size and space and position of the constellations is the really cool part. But, Ophiuchus is a new energy to lots of people who have been exploring astrology. So we're going to do a really cool deep dive through this energy, exploration. There is I think it's a bat nebula that's found in Ophiuchus, so we'll definitely be checking that out. In general, it's going to be super cool. It is going to be an epic community to support and witness you as you go through this transformation. You'll have people that you can celebrate with as you go through this celebration. And it's just going to be a really amazing place to hold space for yourself and give yourself room to shed all of the masks that you put on that don't actually belong to you, to shed all of those skins that have become way too tight, that don't fit anymore. Maybe they never fit. You just sort of wiggled in there because you thought that those skins would get you the love that you wanted. I've been there. Maybe you've been hurting yourself in your body and pushing yourself far, way, way too far and calling it fun. I've been there. And it's something that you can absolutely 100% work your way out of. Okay? It's not an easy process, but that's why we're creating this space to go through it with people together, to give yourself the actual proper time and space to work through it. I've got a lot of cool healing activities to show you guys. We've got some body work that I want you to do. We've got the powerhouse oracle Verone on our side. We're going to be connecting much. You're going to connect deeper to yourself, to your inner child, to your true desires. And it's just going to be a really magical, transformative experience. And you are invited. If this sounds cool to you, check out the link below. I'm going to put it down there. From now until the end of August, you can use the coupon code EARLYBAT, all caps locks, in order to get $100 off the program. The first 3 people who sign up are going to get a special edition calendar, because I make a calendar every year, and I do all the artwork too. I do all the printing. It's like a whole handmade job. It's going to be so gorgeous and beautiful this year. And you can get one that has transits to your own chart. And what transits are is just how the planets that are moving are interacting with the imprint that the planets made on you at the time of your birth. And transits are a type of astrology that I specialize in. It's super, super powerful in moments of transition, in moments of like, what the fuck is going on? You can just take a look at the transits usually. It's an answer right there for you. But it's going to be a super special edition of the calendar that was only available for pre-sale, which is over now, or through this course. And you will get one free if you sign up to go on this epic journey with us. And the first 6 people who sign up will also get a bonus session with me just to sort of sink into the energy of what this experience is going to be, talk a little bit about your intentions, where you're at, what you're looking for, all of that. It'll just be a nice little bonus session with me to get things started. I cannot wait to see you guys in there. If you feel called to learn more, please visit the link below and, maybe sign up for my mailing list if you're sort of on the fence. Verone and I are going to be doing a live to talk about to just go over, prove to y'all we're real people, talk about the energy, talk about our intentions as facilitators in this experience for you, and also to answer any questions you have. So if you have any questions after checking out the link below, just drop them in the comment section and Verone and I will address them all sometime coming up in a live. It is fabulous to talk to y'all. I am so excited for this offering that we have for you, and hopefully I will see you in the back.